Dobrý den, Lukáš Michalík, Český rozhlas Tondo. Začnu u vás, čeká vás Gruzie, samozřejmě Chviča.
I will start with you, Antonin. Chviča Kvaratskhelia, you know him from the Italian Serie A, so what do you think about him? Hello.
Samozřejmě jako velkou hvězdu, protože
yes, he's a big star.
Minulá sezóna, kdy vlastně
especially the last season, Naples won and Napoli won, and he was one of the greatest players, and thanks to him, they really did go this far to the very top indeed. On the other hand, in his national team, I think his role is a little bit different because he doesn't have the support of the others so much. He's a bit further down, and they also have other interesting players, but everybody knows him, everybody speaks about him, everybody speaks about the big clubs he would go to potentially, so we are getting ready for him. We're preparing ourselves. He's one of the biggest threats that Georgia have. But we cannot forget about the other players as well, and they have really interesting attacking force. They know how to create a lot of goal opportunities, and also they know how to counterattack. So it's not only about Chviča, but he is a superstar, definitely.
We have two gents here in the middle, so we start with one and then...
Dobrý den, Radek Selmayr, 93 minut. Zmínil jste, že utkání Turecko-Gruzie sledovali členové vašeho týmu.
You said that the Turkey-Georgia team was watched by members of your coaching team, so what did you learn from it? What do you think about Turkey and about Georgia after the first 90 minutes they played? Yes, we did a detailed analysis. Of course, we had people live on the stadium, and then we also watched the game and some of the parts of it that we watched today during our video analysis. The game you saw was very equal. Both teams were very equal. Georgia was dangerous, and they only conceded in the later phases. And the third goal came when they had an empty goal. They are really collective. They are playing as a team. Mikautadze, look at him. When he plays, he scored 11 goals, not only in Georgia but also in the French league. So we really have to stop them from having free spaces. Not only these two, but also Chakvetadze and other very mature players that know how to counterattack and are very quick. So we have to be really focused. We need to concentrate and not let them counterattack. That's their biggest threat. And their defense is very stable. They don't really go too much into the midfield. They don't open too many spaces, so it's difficult to get in there.
Deník Sport, Česko, dobrý den Tondo, dobrý den trenére. Chci se zeptat na Tomáše Součka.
Hello both. I would like to ask about Tomáš Souček. He really sacrifices a lot for the team. He had some health issue in the previous game. How is it for you to have a captain like this that sacrifices so much and leads you even though he is indisposed health-wise? So I will start. I'm glad that Tomáš Souček trained with us. He went through the full training session. He's a true captain. We went to the town hall yesterday, so he represents his team also outside of the pitch, and it's important to have him. I agree. There's nothing else to add. I didn't even notice that he had some health indisposition. He really doesn't show anything. And he really doesn't get any slack during the training. He does everything. everybody
navenek se
and
neví a jsou
at
tam
the
některé
end of the
bolístky,
season,
problémy,
all players have some health issues,
ale prostě
very
nikdo u
minor,
toho
of
nechce
course,
chybět
but it has
a
been a long
chcete je
season. But
jakoby
everybody
zapnout
wants
zuby,
to be here
protože
at the Euros
takových turnajů
and
za
wants
život
to
moc
really give
nehrajete, když máte
everything,
tu
because this is
možnost.
a tournament that you
A
don't
myslím
really
si, že
get
Tomáš
to
to
that
vnímá to
often.
samý,
And if
že
you get the chance,
pokud by samozřejmě
you
nemohl
just
hrát,
take it. And I think
ale
for Tomáš
jakmile to jde,
Souček,
tak
it's the
určitě
same. If
i
he
on
cannot play,
sám
he
nechce si to
won't,
nechat
but I
ujít.
know that if he can, he will.
Tomáš Petr, Český rozhlas, dobrý den. Já bych se zeptal vás obou, netrénovali
A
jste tady
question
v
for
Hamburgu,
both.
trénovali jste v Nordstedtu,
You
tak
haven't
jaká je to
trained
komplikace
here in
a
Hamburg,
proč
but
to vlastně
in
všechno bylo?
Nordstedt,
Děkuji.
where you are staying.
Tak
So
já můžu
why
začít. Nejde
why
to,
did
protože
this
údajně
happen?
hřiště není v takovém stavu, aby jsme mohli
It
trénovat. Já
wasn't
jsem se na
possible
to hřiště
because the
teď byl
pitch
podívat
isn't
s Tondou a to hřiště
really
nám připomíná
available
to
for
naše
training
tréninkové hřiště,
here.
které máme, takže tam není velký rozdíl.
When we went
V té
to see
trávě,
it
který máme taky
today,
velmi dobře
it's almost the
připravený.
same as our
Nemyslím
training
si, že by to
pitch.
byl nějaký
It's
problém pro
well
zítra.
prepared, so I
Že bychom
don't
tady nemohli
think it will
trénovat,
be
je
a
to
problem
provokativně
tomorrow. The
stejný.
pitch
A
is
jak říkám, je to podoba
almost the
toho
pitch is the
hřiště,
same
toho
for
trávníku,
both
složení,
teams,
jako je hřiště, který
and the grass, the
máme
turf
na tom
is
tréninkovém
very similar
hřišti.
to the one that we have at our training facilities.
Souhlasím, pro mě je to vlastně... Já jsem radši, že tu
Yes,
netrénujeme. Jako
I'm
my i
actually
Gruzie,
glad that we're
protože
not
na zítra
training
bude to
here,
hřiště líp nachystan aspoň,
and
aspoň si ho třeba
Georgia
nerozbijeme.
isn't as well, because
A
that means the pitch will
myslím si,
be
že
in a
to
better
je
shape
jenom dobře pro ten
tomorrow.
fotbal, aby
And I
zítra
think
to
that's
bylo
good
co
for
nejlíp připravený
football
a
as such, to have a pitch that is
my jsme
very
si
well
náš trénink
prepared.
splnili.
And
Mě
we
jak
did
trenér
train
už
this
říkal, já jsem s
morning
těma
as we
podmínkama
wanted,
velice
and as
spokojený,
coach said,
hřiště,
I'm very
hřiště
happy
je
about
naprosto v
the
pohodě, takže
conditions of the pitch
nemá
here.
cenu si tady
So
si
really,
to zbytečně ničit.
no use destroying it by training
Dobrý
here
den,
today.
David Čermák, Mladá fronta dnes Česko. Já mám asi taky dotaz na oba. Vzhledem k tomu,
This
jak se
question is
vyvinuly
also
první
for
zápasy,
both.
že vlastně vy i Gruzínci jste prohráli,
Seeing
tak to
the
svádí k
first
tomu, aby se
game,
zítra
you
na obou
lost,
stranách
Georgia
hodně
lost.
útočilo. Tak
So I
čekáte
think
hodně otevřený
tomorrow it will
zápas?
be a lot of attacking game from both teams. Do you think the
Tak
game
já
will be
můžu
more
začít
open?
zase, já neočekávám, že by Gruzie nějakým způsobem
I
otevřela
don't
obranu, že
expect
by útočila ve velkém počtu
Georgia
lidí,
to
ale
open up
oni jsou to
spaces
3-4
in their
hráči, kteří jdou
defense
do
and
koncovky a to jsou
attack
velmi nebezpeční,
in
takže
many
já si
people,
nemyslím, že by
but they
zase
have
až tak
3,
otevíral
4
obranu.
players who
No,
know
víme,
how
že
to
nesmíme
attack very
prohrát,
well,
že
and they
prostě
will be dangerous.
musíme vyhrát,
We
takže
know, and Georgia knows that
nemyslím si,
we
že by to byl souboj
cannot
nahoru dolů,
lose,
ale
but it
myslím si,
is
že
not
jak
going to
Gruzie má tu
be
kvalitu,
that
která je
wild of a game.
především v
Georgia
útoční
has
fázi, takže tu
quality
obranu úplně
players,
otevře.
especially in the attack, but they won't open the defense.
Dobrý den, Jiří Čiják je dnes, pane trenére, trenérem Gruzie je Willy Sagnol,
Coach
Francouz
Willy
ze
Sagnol,
Saint-Étienne.
a Frenchman
Předpokládám, že
from
jste se
Saint-Étienne,
potkali,
is
možná se
coaching
znáte, tak
Georgia.
jestli
I
to
know
můžete
you've met
trošku
him.
rozvést a
Do you
jestli
know
vlastně
him
v té
well? Can
Gruzii
you tell
vidíte
us
třeba
something
nějaké
about
prvky
that? And do you
francouzského
see
fotbalu,
some of the
řekněme, trochu
elements
soupeřné?
of
Děkuji.
French football in
Tak ještě jsme
Georgia's
spolu
style of
nemluvili, já
play?
si pamatuju, že když jsem byl v Saint-Étienne jako
I
trenér,
haven't
takže jsme se
spoken
o
to
něj
him
zajímali,
yet.
že jsme chtěli, aby přišel do týmu, tehdy to
We
nevyšlo, ale určitě to je
wanted him
chlapík
for
velmi
our
odborný,
coaching
zdatný,
staff in my previous
francouzský školy
teams.
trenérský
But
i
yes,
německý,
he's from the
takže
French
je
School
to
of
chlapík na svém
coaching,
místě
also
a
went through
fotbalu
German
hodně
School of
rozumí, má za sebou
coaching. He's
francouzskou
a
ligu
very
odbornou,
good
takže určitě velmi úspěšný
football
trenér.
coach, played in French
Jestli
league,
můžu
so
ještě jedna
yes.
věc na Tondu. Tondo, na tomhle turnaji padá hodně
This
gólů
one
z
is for
dálky. Zdá se, že
Antonin.
ten balón dělá
There's a lot of
problémy brankářům,
goals
tak jak
from
byste ho
very far
popsal, protože
outside the
taky
box
pálíte hodně často z dálky,
at
zahráváte
this
standardky.
tournament. That's also what you
Jo, já jsem
usually,
spokojený s
how
balonem.
you
Já musím
usually
říct,
score.
že
Are you happy
celkově
with the
Adidas
ball that you're
balony mi
playing with?
vyhovují.
Yes,
A je skvělý, je
Adidas
hrozně
balls
je
are
lehčí.
really great generally.
Musíte si
This
samozřejmě
ball
na
is
ní
very
zvyknout jako na
light.
každej,
You have to get
ale
used
myslím
to
si, že to
it.
prospívá
That's
tomu
with
turnaji
everything, but
právě
I
díky
think
němu
that it is
padají
really
ty
good for the
góly
tournament because
a má
thanks to
taky
this
zvláštní
ball there are so many
charakteristiky,
goals.
který právě
It has some
umožňují těm
characteristics
střelcům
that
třeba z
are
dálky
strange, but they
toho
also
golmana nějakým
allow us
střelu
to
třeba
score goals
trošičku
from
možná
very
i víc
far
překvapit,
outside the
protože
area
je někdy
and really
nevyzpytatelný.
surprise
Ale
because
já jsem s ním hrozně spokojený.
that's how
Mě
you do
vyhovuje,
it, and I'm very
takže
happy.
já na to
I'm very
já
happy
můžu
with this
jenom ho vychválit.
ball and nothing but praise from me.
Dobrý den, Jirka Fejk do Sport. Tondo, na vás bych měl dotaz.
This one is also for Antonin.
Tým by na vás měl spoléhat zítra. Jak vám to vyhovuje, jak máte rád tuhletu roli?
The team should
Kdybyste
rely
měl
on
být
you
v týmu.
tomorrow. Do you like this role of
Děkuji.
being in the center of
Já
everything?
mám rád v první řadě hlavně fotbal.
Well,
Takže
I
já se na to hrozně
especially
těším, pro mě
like
to je svátek,
football,
každý
so
zápas je
I'm
svátek, já si
really
to
happy about every
chci
game.
užít, nejdu si to
I
užít v tom
want to
slova
enjoy
smyslu,
it,
že prostě jdu na
but
hřiště,
not in the way of
když to řeknu
going
jako,
to the
že se toho
pitch
zúčastním, ale chci
and to
vyhrát,
just
jsem obrovský
participate.
vítězný
I
typ.
want to win.
Trenér
I
už to
am
taky poznal teďko na pár trénincích, že to
very
se mnou není
keen on
jednoduchý,
winning,
když
and the
dělá
coach
rozhodčího
has
třeba v
seen in the
tréninku.
past couple teams when
Takže
he's
zítra chci
refereeing
uspět za
some of
každou
our mini
cenu,
games.
věřím, že
He
tým
knows
je
how
úplně
much I
stejně
want to
nastavený
win.
jako já, mám z toho hrozně dobrý
And I
pocit.
think the whole team has
I
the
po
same
tom
mentality
Portugalsku
as
před
me.
Portugalskem, ta energie v tom
After
týmu je.
Portugal, before the
Jestli tým na
game
mě spoléhá
and
nebo
after the
ne,
game against
není to
Portugal,
důležitý,
we had
každý
great
tam
energy,
musí odvést
and
to
obviously
nejlepší
the team will rely on me, but we have to rely on each other, and everybody has to rely on all the others. We need to really be a team, but also strong as individuals.
Tomu týmu, když
And
budu mít tu
I
možnost, když tam
really
budou
do believe that if I get the
situace.
chance,
Já
if
se
there are
určitých
certain
zodpovědností
situations where I have
Já z
to
fotbalu nejsem nervózní,
show
protože
how reliable
fotbal
I
mi dal
am,
hrozně
I will
moc
do it. I'm not
a
nervous
já
because football has
spíš si
given
tady
me
ty momenty, ty
everything,
těžký chci užívat
and
a
the hard moments are something
cítím
that
se i v
I
těch
actually
těžkých
enjoy.
zápasech proti těm těžkým soupeřům líp,
Even in
než
difficult
když
games
třeba
against
hrajou
difficult
nějaké
opponents,
přátelské
I
utkání
feel
třeba s týmem,
really
který
great,
čistě jenom brání,
even better than playing against playing a friendly against a team that's maybe weaker on paper and is only defending. I prefer the big games where I can show everything that I can do on this level. So tomorrow is a great opportunity for me.
Ještě jednou dobrý den, Radek Sedlmajer, 93 minut. Antoníne, zajímá mě,
Antonin,
v jakých aspektech vidíte po utkání s Portugalskem, že jste se chtěli
so after the game against Portugal, you said the team said you need to improve some things. So what do you expect from tomorrow's games? Tomorrow's opponent is completely different in all the possible ways. So it's a different preparation, different game. We want to introduce some different elements. We want to create our own playing style. We want to present ourselves in a way that the audience that watches will see some of the things that we do automatically. This is the way that we want to move in. It's a long-term process, and we're still at the very beginning in building this team, and I hope that tomorrow we win. We also show the fans something to enjoy in the attack, but also be reliable and compact in the defense. And I hope everybody is happy at the end. Obviously, after the game against Portugal, I also want to thank all Czech fans for what they've shown, for how many of them came to the game, and we're looking to see them in the next two games as well. And maybe even further games in the playoffs, and we want them to feel joy about how we play, and together we will be happy.
Добрий день, Маргарита Чорноконратенко, Reuters TV. I apologize, I will have to ask in English because I don't speak Czech. First, a question, please, to the head coach. What was missing in the previous game, which apparently led to not a great result in the end of the game, that you will try to fix in the next game on the pitch? And please, a question to the player: what do you make out of your rivals, the Georgian team? They are newbies to the tournament, so your impression of their game on the pitch, please.
Tak já odpovím na tu první otázku v češtině teda.
So I will reply in Czech. In the first game, we lacked more courage in going to the forward, more ball possession. We were under pressure a lot. They attacked, and we had to defend all the time. We defended well, but then we didn't have the strength to attack. So that was the main problem, that we didn't really get occasions to get to their goal. We had to defend. We ran a lot of kilometers, but but we
bezpečný
weren't
teďko v
really
tomhletom zápase.
that
Je to jiný
threatening in the
zápas,
attack.
jiná
And we
vůbec
want to
jiný
show it
soupeř.
tomorrow. That's a
Takže
different
naším
opponent, different
základem je to, aby
game.
jsme se dostávali
And
do
we
útočných
really
akcí,
do
jsme si vytvářeli
want
standardní
to
situace,
attack
aby jsme byli
and
nebezpeční.
get set pieces and be
Excuse me, I
dangerous.
apologize. Can you please repeat your question?
What do you make out of your competitors, the Georgian team? They are newbies to the tournament. So the experience they've got this tournament is the only game they played before. So how do you prepare to play against them on the pitch? And what's your impression in general of their game?
Okay. Do you want that I answer in English or in Czech? Okay. Okay. I think that for Georgia it was like first game in the Euro, and it's always like so difficult that you play first time this tournament. You have many players that they don't have this experience, but we have the young team, and I think that if you play some special tournament like this, doesn't matter if you play the first time, second time, you are always ready for these games, because it's something special for every player, and that's what I'm thinking about it, and that's all.
Dobrý den, Honza Daněk, Sport.cz, Česko. Já bych se ptal vás, pane trenére. Zmínil jste, že
This is a question for the coach. You said something had to change. Can you tell us if this change will be in your attitude, or in the starting 11? The attitude towards the game against Portugal was great. I have no queries. Everybody put everything into the game, and obviously Portugal is better. That is something we need to make peace with, but now we have to really want to win and go into the game tomorrow with not only defending but attacking. We didn't attack that well in the first game, and that's why we want to do it tomorrow.
Trochu navážu, pane trenére, máte už v tuhle chvíli jasno o základní
So, do you know what the starting 11 will be tomorrow, or are there some question marks still? Is everybody ready to play? All 26 players attended the training session, and we don't have any indication about anybody not being available. I think everybody will be ready to start tomorrow, and that's the most important thing. And the starting 11 is clear as well. Will the starting 11 be very different? Is there going to be more than one change? Well, you know, I'm not going to tell you who plays, but it is possible that there will be more than one change in the starting 11. But that was the plan even before the tournament, when we were getting ready for the games. So, yes, there will be some changes. There's also a lot of own goals, and then the goals that are from far behind the box, from far from the box. That also happened in your game against Portugal. So, are you getting ready for this in a little bit? Yes, we want to score from far from the box, but also within the box. The ball is very quick, and the pitch is usually very wet, so it makes it even faster. And it is really crucial to have fast reactions in this weather with this ball. So we do have specific trainings for this. We train shooting at the goal from many different spots on the pitch, and I think we will be more active tomorrow to really shoot at the goal. And Mamardashvili, their goalkeeper from the Spanish La Liga, is really great, so that will be also tough, but we hope we will manage.
Ještě dotaz na Tondu. Tondo, pokud budete hrát zítra,
Question for Antonin.
protože jste velký kamarád s
If you
Patrikem
start
Schikem,
tomorrow,
budete
you're
se na hřišti
friends
snažit
with
vytvořit lepší
Patrick
servis, třeba
Schick.
než měl v tom prvním
Are you
utkání s
gonna try
Portugalskem?
and help him more
Pokud
than
zítra
he
budu
was
hrát, tak se
helped
budu snažit o
against
to, aby český
Portugal?
nároďák vyhrál.
If I
Nezajímá mě,
play
jestli Patrik Schick dá
tomorrow,
gól,
I
nebo jestli
will
ho
try
dá
to make my
Indra
team
Staněk
win.
nebo
I don't
Matěj
care
Kolář, mi to
about
úplně jedno.
who scores the
Samozřejmě
goal, if it's
Páťa si
Patrick Schick
trošičku tenhle
or
ten zápas
anybody
vytrpěl,
else.
jako asi všichni ostatní, není to
Patrick
jednoduchý.
suffered through the game against Portugal as did everybody. It is
Doufejme,
not easy.
že to všichni,
So
nebo já jsem o tom přesvědčený, že všichni jsme to hodili za hlavu.
I am sure that we cleared our heads, and tomorrow it will be a different game.
Chuť a já věřím, že
all the guys are really energetic, and I think if Patrick Schick plays and I play and we're both on the pitch, we will help each other.
aby jsme jako tým
We will help him score and he will help